Ukrainian special forces destroy hundreds of big Russian T-72 tanks. A peculiar Ukrainian military buggy has been spotted being used by the Ukrainian armed forces to fight off Russian tanks. How do we know that these all-terrain vehicles are blowing up tanks? Well, it has a Stunya-P anti-tank guided missile mounted on top of it. The resourceful Ukrainians are at it again with their unique weapons, with this Stunya-P mounted on a buggy. It's no secret that the Ukrainians have been using their ATGM systems to deadly use. The number of tanks destroyed by Ukrainian forces has been well documented thanks to the internet and military experts who devote their time to identifying each one. A reputable source of these destroyed tanks is Oryx. So far, they have recorded that some 312 Russian tanks have been destroyed during the almost 3-month-old war, with another 17 damaged, 49 abandoned, and a whopping 222 captured. More so, the Russians aren't looking too good as their tank manufacturer Uravanzavod had halted production and servicing due to a low supply of parts and foreign components, and they are forced to draw tanks from repair depots and put them back into operational condition. That being said, it is unknown which tanks were destroyed by which ATGM, as Ukraine operates a number of them, among them the Javelins, NLAWs, and the Panzerfaust III. These weapons have gained national popularity among the normal populace of Ukraine. Both the Javelin and the NLAWs have received sainthood status as Ukrainians created imagery of Mary Magdalene carrying a US-made Javelin and another version carrying the British NLAW as symbols of resistance among Ukrainians. Javelin, a play on sainthood in Christian doctrines and the Western weapon that sends their Russian enemies to the afterlife. While the Ukrainians are 87% affiliated with some form of Christianity, it seems that they pair their prayerful hands with Western ATGMs to destroy their enemies. But of course, while we do have pride with our own Javelins, the Ukrainians do hold their very own Stunya-P in high regard as well. The Stunya-P, or the Skiff, is a Ukrainian-produced anti-tank guided missile that can pierce through modern armored targets, including explosive reactive armor. Utilizing the automated fire and forget missile guidance, these weapons carry either 130mm missiles or 152mm missiles and have a range of 3 miles. They have also been employed against helicopters, with reports that a Stunya downed a Russian Kamov Ka-52 attack helicopter. But with the fighting moving to Donbass, a less wooded area and more open, the Ukrainians do lose some of the stealth tactics they previously employed when destroying Russian convoys, notably the 40-mile Russian convoy that was stuck a few miles outside of Kyiv. One look at the Stunya and you know that it is a heavy and cumbersome weapon to lug along with an infantry squad. This thing is a crew-served weapon requiring 3 people to move and set up, and it can't be much fun to do. The Stunya is not a munition that is discarded after use like a Javelin. It is a recoilless rifle that can be reloaded and fired over and over. It's really designed for static anti-tank defense from a dug-in position. The crew can remotely operate it from a distance using a hardened laptop tethered to the weapon with a 50-yard cable. The Ukrainians are going over to the offense now and want to bring this weapon with them on the march, as they are assured of encountering Russian tanks in superior numbers to their own. So what did the Ukrainians do? They mounted their Stanyapis onto an ATV to enable their troops to hit and run Russian armored columns and get away just as fast from their initial firing positions. Pretty resourceful and pretty creative, if we do say so ourselves. Photos of the military buggy that have surfaced on the internet are likely Polaris Rangers or the MRZR Alpha, two-seater buggies that enable the Ukrainians to move swiftly in and out of firing positions.
Да.